Oh, this sucks. Really, really sucks. Not only is it wrecking my metal detecting, it's wrecking my roofing schedules here. And when will this snow ever end? Almost the middle of April, and this stuff's really getting to bug me. I should have had a lot more work under my belt this year, and I've been doing lots of digging though, and many more to come. And I just wish this stuff would go away and never come back. Maybe I'll have to move to Florida or something and get wiped out by a tidal wave or something down there. Hey guys, Brass Brad, 50 acres or bust, Dig 10. It's a Saturday afternoon. They're pretty near 4 o'clock, dark by 7:30 or something like that. So 3.5 hours maybe we'll get in out here today. Just that lower little end right there that we got to do. Hopefully the 3 hours will clean that up tonight. And there's the other field over across there I'm going to head to next. There is a spot back where I started in this field way over there. There's a little mound over there by the entrance and that far fence line ahead of that house there. I never really done that. There was kind of a trail through there. Still pretty froze when I was over there. So I may just do a little strip over there by the gateway that I missed when I first started out in this field too, before I'm out of here. And I also said I was going to dig a bunch of bottle cap noises that two froze there originally at the start. But anyways, we'll get out here. I'm hoping tomorrow I get a whole day in out here. Nothing really booked up for tomorrow on a Sunday. So, see you in a bit. Hey guys, there's the hole from that key I found at the end of Dig 9. That's where I left off. There's that old Timmy's coffee cup. I'm going to take that out of here tonight when I go to leave. It was kind of left it there for a reference point for that hole. So, worked my way to it. Dug about a piece of wire and 3 or 4 nails here in the meantime. So I'll just keep plugging away. I tried even discriminating iron. And this thing here, I read the manual on it. And that's that Bounty Hunter Discovery 1100 I bought on sale. I had a hard time figuring it out last time. But the mode there, I can actually discriminate. When the arrow's on there, that's discriminated iron. I ran it like that for a little bit, and I still picked up a nail. Or 2 maybe. So I'm just going back to all metal, because if I like my old relics and I don't want to miss anything, and I want to see what everything is, but I just hate digging nails too. Can also discriminate out mid-range or both. It won't discriminate out the silver copper. But I'm just going to run it right there, full depth, all metal. Old broken harness clip there. Rang up at 5 inches. I was in iron, rang up as iron at 5-inch depth there. All the signals are so faint and weak on this thing compared to my old one there. It's hard to tell what size of an item I'm digging up. They all seem to have such a low tone. There'd be a sharper tone on a brass or copper item or whatever, but it's just not very loud. Dug another one of these things, the 3rd time I think I've gotten one of these. Got to be off a farming implement of some kind. Say, I don't think it's anything back of a skidoo, or wouldn't be losing 3 of them out here, I don't think, all over the field. But ringing up was giving me a silver coppery hit the odd time. So there goes a high beep there. Probably that brass stud or rivet in it there. It's like it was giving that little tone the odd time. That's the letter J at about 8 inches. Big old square now. Big old washer here, ringing up as iron at 4 inches or so, but before I dug it, it sounded like there was 2 hits about 8 inches apart. Now that I got this up out of there, I can't find anything else, so I'll cover it in and scan it one more time and move on. That white cup there that found that key at the end of dig 9, and remember I had found a lock as well, and it wasn't the key for it, but I went down by these groundhog holes here, by here once, and heading back, couldn't find the, looking for the lock hole that I found the lock in. I guess this is it here, I think. From dig 9, it was the lock, and then found that key, and just ahead of the groundhog holes there. Alright, see you in a bit. Dug up a bottle cap, and thought it was supposed to be a good tone with a bottle cap, copper silver or something. This is on iron. It wasn't deep, it was only a couple inches there on the depth, but I thought they were supposed to be good sharp tones. This is coming up as iron, and the nails are coming up as silver copper. There's Mr. Groundhog coming up out of his hole. I notice when I zoom in on this thing to 4 times there, it gets pretty blurry. Maybe I'll go up to about 2. Oh, did he just go away? He just ducked down. I'd like to catch him when he's all the way out for you sometime. Maybe we'll see him again later. There's another one of them things, number 4 in this field. I was even discriminated iron out and trying it there, maybe for the balance of this field, try it out. Who knows what I'm going to miss, but this was ringing up as a mid-tone, and I ended up digging it. Here's a typical example of how this detector's acting up here. Iron discriminated, full capacity, sensitivity there. There's iron's supposed to be discriminated. Every time I run into a nail, it's giving me mid-tone, and the silver copper beeps. Getting mid-tone and silver copper beeps out of that. And I bet you any money, if I dig that, it'll be a nail, and when I get it up out of the ground, it'll be iron signal. Every half the swipes, silver copper. That's mid-tone, there goes the silver copper. Bet you any money to dig that up, it'll be a nail and it'll be registering as iron. We'll see here in a minute. Turned out being an old pail handle, registering as iron. Had copper, silver, tones, mid-tones, till I dig it up and get it out of the ground. I'm gonna pick it up and fill it in, and there goes a little ding there. I'm gonna pick it up and put it back to all metal or something, see if there's anything else in here. Nothing else in here. That pail handle, iron pail handle, is giving me stupid tones. So I hope I can find a detector this summer that I'm happy with, and I'm certainly not very happy with this one. So there's the handle right there, ringing up as iron. Got that field all done over there, right up to the bush line. And I remembered I haven't even heard the noise of a hot rock on this detector here yet. And I remembered in our snow dig there, I think it was dig 8 maybe, the snow dig, this hot rock under this little tree just inside the field here, and I want to see what one sounded like on this detector, and I can't even get it to register. So that's funny. You'd think it would be the other detector. It was just blasting all metal or iron discriminated, and this thing, that's all metal there. Can't even get it to make a noise. I don't like this detector. I know this is a hot rock. It was just blasting on the other one. That's all metal. Discriminated iron. Let's see what that does. It's done flashing. Nothing. Holy jumpins. What a useless tool. I am not very happy with this thing. And then you can discriminate out both iron and mid-range. Huh, that's weird. Really, really weird. Should take it back. Canadian Tire's pretty good at taking stuff back. Oh, I can't believe that. Can't believe it. You'd think that hot rod would register up. Anyways, I'm going to head back to the gateway at the entrance. On the way in, there's a little strip there, never got done. See you in a bit. There's this little mound right here I never did, and along this fence line right here, and up around this corner. Just about maybe 40 by 60 or 80 feet not done here. Got a silver copper tone right here. I discriminated the iron. It's coming up as 8-inch deep. So probably a bottle cap. There was a bunch of bottle cap noises on the other side of the gateway right there. Down through there, out along the fence line. When it was froze when I first got here, I never dug. I was tired of digging holes for bottle caps. But I'm gonna see what this is. Probably a bottle cap. Or maybe a little bit of change or something, who knows. Old paint can lid at about, had to be 10 or 12 inches down. My old detector would have been just blasting. I'd have known that it was the size of a can or bigger if I'd have had my old detector. This thing, you can't tell what you're digging. Actually, maybe it's not a paint can lid. There's some kind of an attachment here on the back. Maybe seen some old chimneys with a little cover plate or something on them at one time, similar to that. Could wire it down or put some weights on it or something. Keep it from blowing away. Nothing too spectacular. Another pitchfork prong or a tine off a farm implement here or something. Dug down a good foot or more there, but I found it sticking out of the side wall at probably about 6 inches, and was ringing up mid-tone and silver coppers. I've got iron discriminated up in this end of the field here. That tail handle there, I picked it up and brought it with me. It's going to be dark here in 10 minutes, too dark to video, so pretty much got this field done. I did this little high mound here where I started out originally. Whole field's done. Someday I'm going to do a Google Earth and figure out how many acres these fields were. But nothing too extravagant here today. Tomorrow's another day. It was about 3 hours out here, 3.5. Gonna go out all day in that other lower field there tomorrow. So I got a bottle right here at the end of the day. Probably wine or a cooler or some kind. Some foil, wire. That one bottle cap that didn't ring up very good, rang up iron for some reason. Couple of body metal type things and bracketry there. Whole bunch of nails, Didn't video a lot of stuff. There's a lot of nails. And like I say, that detector is ringing up mid-tones and silver copper with nails, so it's pretty disappointing. And remember, the hot rock I tried it on wouldn't even register, so that's kind of funny. I don't think thing's even worth having, to tell you the truth. I'm going to be looking for a better one soon, I think. Got that broken horse hook, a couple of carriage bolts, washer type things, that prong, broken farm bracketry, and a hinge. So anyways, tomorrow's another day, and looking forward to getting out there for the day, and hopefully we can come up with something a little nicer for you here. Alright, thank you very much, and bye now.